everybody!
Welcome to Family Filler Games.
Today we're going to be playing an odd ones out card game, Can't Catch Harry. Can't Catch Harry is a 2 to 6 player game. It takes about 10 to 20 minutes to play and it's ages 6 up.
Next we'll be going over the setup for Can't Catch Harry. The board for Can't Catch Harry is a mat that you'll put out. And then in a 2-player game, you're going to grab the lantern and Harry and put them on their circles. And then for however many additional players you have, you're going to grab an additional moth for each player. So in this case, we have a 4-player game. So we're going to go ahead and grab one of these moths and one of these moths. At that point, you will shuffle the cards, and each player will be dealt 4 cards. Once each player has been dealt 4 cards, you'll put the remaining cards in a stack next to the youngest player. The object of Can't Catch Harry is to get 4 of a kind, and then be the first one to grab one of these moths. The best moth to grab is going to be Harry, as he's going to be worth 3 points. And then these other moths are worth a certain number of points. These elephant kind of looking ones, you can see there's a 1 that's stamped on the bottom there. They're worth 1 point. And then this guy, it's kind of hard to see, but he's got a little 2 on the very bottom of him. He's worth 2 points. And then whoever's the last person to grab an item is going to be stuck with the lantern. And the lantern is worth -1 point. I also wanted to show you this in the rules here. It goes over kind of what each thing's worth. So you've got the lantern's -1, this moth was the 2, 1, 3 for Harry, and then if you ever put down a 4, whoever puts down 4 of a kind in their cards, that's worth 3 points as well. The object is to, like I said, catch the moths to get points. To win Catch Harry, the first player to get to 11 points is the winner. You have to get 11 points exactly. You can't go over, otherwise you don't score points in that round. Some of the cards that you can get, each, like I said, you're trying to collect 4 of each card, or 4 of a kind. And every card in here has exactly 4 of them that you can possibly get. The exception is there are some wild cards that are in here. So there's 2 of these everybody cards that are wild cards that you can actually use to complete a 4 of a kind. So there's going to be 2 of those in the deck, and then all the other cards are going to have 4 of them. Another card that can be harmful but can also be beneficial is these devil cards. The devil cards, if you actually have these in your hand at the end of the round, they're worth -1 points to you as well. However, if you can actually get 4 of these and put down 4 devils, it actually resets everybody's score down to 0. So if somebody's close to winning, you could actually try and go for devils and reduce everybody's score back down to 0. So gameplay will start with the youngest player drawing a card from the draw deck. He will then look at the cards that he's got in his hand and pass one. She will then look at hers and pass one to me. I'll then pass one to the next player, and the last player will end up discarding the card face down there. And it starts again with the first player drawing the card, passing, and it goes around like this until somebody is able to get 4 of a kind and lay down and grab one of the moths here. And the first player can actually draw his next card as soon as he's actually passed it off to the next player. He can draw it and pass it right away. It actually can be a very quick-paced game, depending on how fast people are drawing and looking at their cards. And so with there being only 4 of each card in the game, once they're in this discard pile, they're pretty much out for that entire round. So really the only way you could make a 4 of a kind of that grouping at that point would be if you had one of the everybody cards that's a wild card. Okay, grab. Oh. So I was the slowest to grab something after he'd put down the 4 cards. So I ended up getting stuck with the lantern. So I'm gonna be minus 1 point.
2 points.
He's
Look
gonna
how
be 2
close it
points.
was.
She's gonna be 1 point, and then
I was
he's gonna
half and
be.
half.
He actually got Harry, and he put down 4 of a kind. He actually had both the 2 everybody cards in his hand, and 2 Harry cards for his 4 of a kind. So he gets 3 points for that. 3 points for his Harry. So he's at 6, and that's where the points stand after the first round. So at that point, we'll take all the cards.
Wait, Zane has 6 points now. He can
Yep.
put down 4 cards. And
He's
grab
got
it.
6 points. So
Zane, by the way, just telling you, if you get 6,
gather up all the cards
if you
again,
get 6
shuffle
more
them.
points, then you can't win.
You have to
have
get
exactly
over, so
Yep.
they don't get any points out.
Because
You
you
have
have
exactly
to
5.
you have to go out. You have to win with exactly 11. So you're going to be wanting to try to get basically 5.
I'm heavy back.
So what you're going to be trying to do,
Grab him.
Zane, what you're going to be trying to do is get your 4 of a kind, so you can get 3 points. But then you're also going to want to grab this guy instead of Harry this next round. Is going to be your strategy.
This round, I'm not gonna grab Harry. I want this.
You want this guy because he's worth 2 points, and if you have 4 of a kind, that'll give you 3 points plus 2 is 5. So that's what you'll need to win.
Math.
Man.
That guy.
All right, people, don't grab him, please.
So once we've shuffled all the cards, we will deal out 4 again. And once again, the youngest person will end up starting. And this round will be played exactly the same as the last round, with him passing a card and it going around. That's what's hard, is because you're looking at your cards, you have to look at other people. He actually was the one that got 4 of a kind again, and he grabbed the moth, which was worth 2 points, so he got 5 total, putting him at 11. Me, I was -1 last time. I got the elephant moth looking one, so 1 point, so I'm up to 0.
I'm at 1 point.
Yep, he got the lantern this time, and he had 2 last turn, so he's -1 from the 2, so he's at 1.
I have 4 points.
And she has 4 points. And that's the game of Can't Catch Harry.
We hope you enjoyed this video on how to play Can't Catch Harry.
If you liked this video, please like and subscribe.
If you have any suggestions, please comment them below.